Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tez here, and I got a very special guest with me. We're taking an opportunity to meet with one of our partners, Miss Shereena Delgado. If you don't know, she's been taking the White Plains, Westchester, and pretty much the world by storm with her brand Off Key But Lit Karaoke. You've probably seen us on the gram, myself, Raven, doing some interviews as things get a little bit more turned up than we might have expected. I will tell you, it's a great time. It's somewhere to be. And you should get real familiar with everything that she does. So thank you, Miss Shereena, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Excited. My first podcast.
Yeah. So I gotta ask, with everything that you have going on, first and foremost, where did it all start? The drive, the motivation. You don't take no for an answer. The doors you've been kicking down. That takes a special type of person to get that.
So where did it come from? I would say everything really, to be honest, my inspiration is my father, the legendary Mikey Dread. He pretty much took reggae by storm. He was not only an artist, he was a producer, he was an audio engineer, and he was one of the very first people to give reggae a voice in Jamaican radio.
Right.
He worked with many icons such as The Clash, UB40. The list goes on and on.
Right.
And to see him just develop such a name for himself and not take no for an answer and really create a platform for himself and bust down doors for other people for reggae.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's in me. Like, it's not something like where it's like, oh, I want to be like my dad. It's I'm just like him.
That might be just it, though. They say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Right. And I know, like, when you have good fathers in the picture, they always tend to kind of impart that feeling of independence, of strength into their daughters, especially with like a very male-dominated industry like this. Because not for nothing, you're multi-talented, you're multifaceted. Right. In the fashion sense, to the little talent. I heard a little vocal talent too a couple of times too, a little bit. You know, it's called Off Key But Lit, but she's anything but off key when she's singing. And when it comes down to actually building brands, you're like a brilliant mind and knowing how to expand, diversify, but still create brand synergy and make things gel together.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you guys. When we first had our conversation about partnering and bringing something unique to the event itself, I could tell that there was a level of respect that you have for the brand's existence, that being real and uncomfortable, and creating a platform where it could shine while also complementing the highlights, the way that you highlight other things already.
Right.
First off, you created a monumental space for people to build community.
Yes, super important. Community is so important to me.
Yeah. And then even your involvement with the businesses to get them to even back you. I've seen the way that this woman works. Tez might have a little bit of punctuality issues himself, but when I walked into our meeting, our first initial meetings, I see her tapping away in the middle of a busy, crowded bar, drinking one hand, empanada in the other hand, still somehow typing away a business plan. It was crazy. But you do it and you make it happen.
Yeah.
What goes into formulating those relationships and having them take you so seriously?
Honestly, is branding. Branding is big. It's a big part of it. A lot of businesses and honestly confidence too.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses want to associate themselves with like-minded people or other businesses and creatives that have a track record and also know where they're going and they represent themselves in the most professional way as possible. Being that I've been in the industry for over 10 years, I've been able to really develop my event production side of things. I've been really been able to,
elevate.
Exactly. And see behind the scenes how big fashion shows like Chanel, big shows, especially overseas, are run, and it's so like on point. Like
Absolutely.
there's no strings. Like everything is so
down to the second.
Being that I've been able to be in London and see these things, and be here in New York, and being from Miami, and growing up in a party scene, throwing parties, 14, 15-year-olds. I'm talking about, like, I used to have people rent me, like, condos at 15 years old, and I would pack the parties out.
Ooh,
so
okay.
it's like, been doing it, but also I've been learning by being a part of, not only in the fashion industry, but also I have friends in, like, MTV and, like, big,
network productions.
Exactly, network productions, other ones that, I've been able to see how they run things. I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm going to have to run my stuff just like that. So
I think that there's an old proverb, and it's like the wisest person in the room knows that there's things that they don't know.
Oh, yes.
And I think you kind of embody that because you're always looking to grow. You're always looking to learn from those around you, always looking to kind of elevate through osmosis. If this is going over here, and okay, I see that. I see how y'all did that. Okay.
Right. I'm taking notes.
I'm taking notes constantly. And again, like when you showed me your productions in Miami for Swim Week and everything that you have going on there, it's mind blowing that one, you even have the ability to balance it all.
Right.
Because I know the meetings that you have here, there. I'm in group chats putting together. I'm sorry, guys, because I think I undersold Off Key But Lit, because I painted it as just a picture of, an event in a space where people are coming to sing karaoke. It's far more than that.
It's an experience.
It's an experience. She has, you want to tell them about it?
You tell them. You tell them.
She has interwoven the art of fashion. She has designers come in, and she has full runway show throughout the entire event. She's created a platform for artists to shine. She's partnered with some of the top videographers I've seen in the area that are professional, punctual, and downright on point when it comes to how they highlight these artists through the lit mic. And you can actually check your boy out on one of those too. So I'm not too that was a dope look too. But she's doing it all. She's making sure that there's prizes, ways of engagement for the people. It's an overall experience and having a great time. It's a way to kind of, if you have something you want to show, something you want to offer, 9 times out of 10, if you're interested in it, it's at this event.
Right. Yeah. And I couldn't do it without the businesses, my partners, my sponsors, the people in the community. I think creating a space for community was so important to me because, like I said, I used to throw parties back then. And it used to be me and all my homeboys. And together we were able to create something so big. And so I know the importance of community and being that we can all kind of come together, brainstorm, and see how we can help each other out. You get something like that, like Off Key But Lit.
Yeah. I will say this too. Community, I'm glad that there's advocates like you. I call you a forerunner in our own conversations. Like, you have been that. You've been the person leading the way, leading the charge, and kind of creating this net of community that may have not always existed.
Right.
No shots and no shade at the businesses in the area.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
But I will say this, they may not have always been as welcoming to certain parts of the culture. That said, they're understanding that there is value in the culture, and they want to be a part of it. They want to create a way to allow it to grow. They want to create a way to allow it to align with what they have going on. And you were a great representation. Your presentation, the professionality you take, and the detail you add to every nuance of what you do, I don't think it would have happened without that. The amount of people, I'm sure, approached them and like, yo, I want to throw a party in your spot. And it's nah, that's not going to happen, bro. What has happened?
And to be honest, I built relationships. I think a lot of people just like don't realize the importance of relationships. I think that relationships are worth more than money. And I tell all my friends this sometimes, sometimes you just never know who you may know, who can open up more doors for you and stuff like that. So I really developed a good relationship with a lot of businesses in Westchester, in New York City. And I'm talking about like since I was a model, I learned because it would be like they would hire me to model, and I would, no matter how big or small the show was, I would take my time after a show and say, Thank you so much for having me. It was
Yeah.
such a great, but I really meant it.
Absolutely.
And that opens people up, and then they get to see you as, you know, wow, she's respectful, she's humble. Like I'd like, you know, she's on point, she's always on time and stuff like. So people want. I think it's super important to build relationships. Super important.
You want to show that you value
Exactly.
whoever it is giving you a look, no matter how big or small it is. And I think, honestly, when it comes to music, I see it specifically where there'll be people who don't want to be involved in something because it's like, oh, it's just not going to pay me for this, that, or the third. Why do I want to be a part of X, Y, Z?
Right.
And you will miss out on so many
much,
opportunities because you're looking for the payoff now, when honestly the opportunity to be shown to a wider audience, to be associated with some of the brands and the work that they do, to build an actual relationship for somebody who's going to advocate for you. And if you have a good showing, we'll talk about you highly in other rooms.
Right.
You never know.
You never know.
And again, I think you're a great example of that. And I appreciate you, continuing to knock down those doors. Please tell me what other things you have going on, because I know it's a lot. And I
Let's
can't,
see.
my mind's already all over the place. So,
Well, man, there's so much stuff going on. First of all, I just recently got into the role of a manager for artists, so that's kind of cool.
Okay.
So I've been exploring that, but other than that, we have tons of things happening. We have new locations. Not only are we at Cantina, we're gonna be also at the Wave Bar in Mount Vernon. We're gonna be throwing events there. Of course, karaoke nights, OKBL, pull up, RCP, all that.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely looking to creating more events that are different. I'm all about creating my own lane, and I told you this before.
Yes, ma'am.
I like to, and this is, look, it's nothing wrong. Like, that's how God created me, and I like to create platforms different because it gives me a challenge. Different platforms because it gives me a challenge to learn and to kind of just
Diversify, spread out. Yeah, exactly. Broaden your horizons.
So we have a lot of different events coming up. We definitely have an end of the year event, a big end of the year event, and it's actually going to be an end of the year event / my 30th birthday.
Ooh.
So it's gonna go crazy. Maybe the Ritz.
Oh shit.
Maybe the Coliseum. We don't know, but it's gonna go crazy.
Just be on the lookout for details on that one, for sure.
You're gonna definitely want to pull up to this one. This is gonna be like OKBL times 20. Okay. So yeah, we have a whole lot of that going on, and fashion shows and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, too, you have like some resources coming out too. Are you in like the educational area?
Yes,
You
and I
got
forgot to
something
bring
going?
my book.
Oh, you did. Well, you could talk it up a little bit.
So, y'all, I launched a workbook. It's called Self Assurance: The Ultimate Confidence Cheat Sheet, and I am also a model academy owner, Straight Walk Runway, and within that academy, I train models on. I take a holistic approach to our model training. So within that, I developed a workbook called Self Assurance, and it's available in Barnes and Nobles and Amazon as well. And it's a great workbook. It's like if you're a teenager looking for confidence or looking to gain confidence on some, it's just a basic workbook. Me, I'm a big journalist. Like I like to journal, I like to write, and
it's a good way to get out your thoughts.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I will say, you cannot expect to change things around you unless you change yourself. So confidence is a massive key to that. And I think that you're going to do great strides helping that generation of new models instill that confidence, build that up, and then give them the guidance to do so.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one more time, what's the name of your book?
Self Assurance: The Ultimate Confidence Cheat Sheet, and it's under my name, Shereena Delgado.
There you go, the Ultimate Confidence Cheat Sheet. Make sure you pick that up. If you even have the inkling of a dream of being a model, that's going to be something that sets you apart from all of your peers.
Yes, pull up.
Yes. So, okay, I want you to hit them with some dates because I'm going to be out at the next couple of off-key but lit events. I want y'all to tap in with Real and Uncomfortable. We'll be there doing almost a live show of sorts, and we'll be there doing so we'll call them off-key interviews too. So make sure you have your, did your vocal exercises. Make sure you're ready to answer some real uncomfortable questions. But I know we have something coming up at Cantina very soon. And
yes, July 30th, Wednesday. 9:30 to 12:30 a.m. We are having the littest off-key but lit. When I say so many people going to show up, just get there early. RSVP link in bio. Get there early. Get your seats. Just get there like around 8:39 because, yeah.
Yep. Get your drinks in. Get real comfortable. Get settled in. Make sure you submit them songs early because I want to see people take that stage now.
Yes.
That's what I need.
Tons of artists. Shout out to our sponsors, the Porty Studios. Shout out to Ali, the greatest, our DJ. Shout out to all of our artists. Definitely want to give a shout out to Cannabis Realm, New York, for sponsoring, and Don Julio as well. Shout out to all of them. And of course, our runway, our designers, Stay Fly Gear and That's Tough.
Yes,
brand.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you got the list of people for the 15th as well. That's when it's the Wave Bar, right?
Yes, it's at the Wave Bar. We have a couple artists, not finalized yet, but we do have some. We have GK, we have Bay Johnny, we have C Dot, and who else? We got so much people. Like that's
Don't
still
worry.
in the works.
It's an ever-growing list.
You'll hear about it.
You will. So, again, Miss Shereena, it is lovely having you here. It is amazing that you stopped by.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. And keep doing what you're doing because you are making so many things happen and so many more things possible for everybody involved.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys are welcome, even the ones that copy me. I'm just saying.
Look, man, you know, it's the
Shade, I had to say
it's all
I'm
good.
sorry.
You know, it's the what do they call that? The most sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah.
You know, but look, if you doing what you're doing, how you doing it, how can anybody else do it like you?
Oh, they can't do it like me.
There we go.
Just saying.
Just saying. Well, before we get really uncomfortable.
Yeah, let's get uncomfortable real quick because I got a couple topics that we need to talk about.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
JK, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. This has been another episode of Real and Uncomfortable. Special guest, Miss Shereena Delgado, off key but lit, pioneer in the town, making sure that it goes down. Make sure you join us at the next couple of events. We'll be there in person. Myself, Ray, will be out there. Angelo's probably going to be there, but he won't remember because he's going to be really getting comfortable with our Don sponsor. So, there we go. Hey, but it's been great having you. It's been real and uncomfortable. Take care.